Alright, so today I'm going to do a video on a paper haul I got, and this paper is from the Crafter Square from the Dollar Tree, and they are selling these paper packs. I already did a video where I had shown the different papers, but I had kind of mixed them up and I didn't show what came in each pack. So this time I did another shopping spree and I thought I would show how they came in every pack. So here are the packs, and they always seem to come with, you know, they're similar but they're different papers, and I realized that this haul that I got was quite different. The papers were similar, as you can see, a lot of blues, yellows, green type papers, but they always have this sparkly paper first. So I'm going to go through them, and these are in the individual packs as I got them. In my last video I had opened them and kind of organized them through paper types, which I will do with these two after I shoot this. Okay, so you always get this kind of sparkly paper. This is a kind of a leather type paper. This one's kind of an embossed paper. I would say this almost looks like a cereal box kind of cardstock. This is a little bit of a textured paper. This one's kind of like, kind of hard to say. So they always come, this is a green, and then you have this very thin tinsel type paper. This has got like a, these have kind of a gold foil. Here we have some white kind of handmade. This purple, it's very thin. It's yellow, and I noticed a lot of the packs in this had this, most of them had this gray kind of paper in it, this marbleized gray paper. Thought these might be good for making maybe some handmade notebooks. We got some, this has like some gold in it, sparkly, some black. There is 5 sheets of this. And then a lot of them had this yellow, and this is a pretty thick cardstock. Again, I'm thinking, you know, some handmade books, journals, and a lot of them had this blue paper. I'll try to go through these somewhat quickly. Alright, so this one's pretty cool. This has some cool paper in it. This had this leaf paper. Unfortunately, there was only one sheet like this. Then we have this very cool blue paper, and I will admit that I do go in the Dollar Tree and go, I don't rearrange the packs, but I kind of open the packs and kind of like, you know, shuffle through to see what they have. So we have this blue paper. It's very cool, kind of red, and the texture of this is, if you know what mulberry paper feels like, it's kind of like that texture of like a mulberry paper. So we got a bunch of these. And we have this one sheet of this. This is kind of an embossed. It's more like a debossed, actually. This has little light kind of leaves. It's plain. And we have this. This is a really cool kind of pack that I got. And this is a very thick cardstock. I don't like these. So some of these, and this is what last time, is this. It's very, very thick. This would be good for covers of journals or little books. I just would probably paint these or cover these over. I'd probably maybe gesso them and cover these over, because I'm not, don't really like the color of this. Same thing, these are like a cardstock. And then you get like your little scraps. This is just a kind of like a leather feel to it. And then you get like kind of like these little pieces right here. Just these little squares. And again, they're always like, the papers are different but you always have this same kind of format where you'll have these square types, these long strips, and you always have this shiny kind of paper. So I would say this is one of the more interesting ones that I got. So I like these green colors, and we got this one. Let's see, so we got pink sparkly, And a lot of these packs had this couple of sheets of these papers, which is just it's kind of like a really smooth gray paper. And then a lot of them had, so these newer packs had this gold or silver paper, and I thought these would be really nice for maybe getting sentiments and cutting them out like for cards. So, and hopefully, I mean, they are pretty thick, not too thick, so I'm hoping I can put them through like a die cutting machine and maybe get some like happy birthday or some sentiments, thank you cards, and that these would be great for those kind of things. And we have some little scraps here. And there's some scraps, very small. This is like a velvet. Some of these tiny scraps. And more of this, like I said, a lot of the packs that are out right now have these papers in them. And we got some kind of just white, which I think these are great for putting into like to make little journals and notebooks. And then this one had a lot of green, which is kind of like just like a textured kind of cardstock. So these are kind of, like I said, they're a little similar, the theme. So this is, and I'll go quicker through this. So this has the green sheets, the yellow sheets, all right? Not that much of the gray. And let's see, this one has just some plain kind of white little sheets. Then we have these white sheets right here. Silver. This is just a regular plain greenish color. More of these silver. Blue. This one had the silver metallic cardstock. This is some like kind of off-white faux leather kind of texture. Let's see what we have in this one. So again, we have a brown sparkly this sheet, which seems to be the norm on this pack. Some of these the green, but it's cut up in smaller sheets. Here we have some pink strips, some more pink strips. These are very almost thin sheets. A blue. We have a greenish color. This one's really cool. Purple. Another like kind of gray green. A couple of these. And we have this green. This is more like a blackish. We have a red, very thin, has a little bit of the Handmade. Some brown sheets right here. They're very thin. Kind of a grayish sheet. These are all like super, super thin. This one, brown sheet. This one has like gold flecks in it. And we have, this is super, super thick. So again, I would use this for covers of books, because I do want to make, I like making little handmade kind of books and journals. So these would be good, great for covers. And now that I got like the cinch binder, I can bind them long ways. So you don't have to like do like a journal, like a sewn in journal. So here's a purpley kind of color. This one's really neat with the like kind of like the threads going through them. Here's that brown color again, more of this brown. And then it had these embossed sheets. So we have a green, like a flower pattern, more of an olive green, and then this red. And I have another pack more with that's similar to the theme of the yellow, with the yellow paper. And I'm wondering if they'll change like every month or so, like if or the new shipments are always going to have different papers. If so, I'm going to wind up having so much paper in my house, because I am like a paper, I just love paper. And I love different types of paper. Alright, so this one has the blue with the gray and kind of greenish colors. Sheets. I think these would be good for pages inside the journal, more of this yellow. Here we have it's got a nice little texture to it. One sheet of this. We have, this one has like some threads kind of going through it. Some more of these papers with different, like, they look like there's threads in them. So there's quite a few of these. These are pretty neat. Probably the main reason why I got this pack, because like I said, I kind of open and kind of try to thumb through them to see what's inside, so try to get different stuffs. And then this, same thing. These all have like kind of the threads. Again, this feels like a cereal box, kind of. Then it has these, just little strips of these kind of papers. This has an actual velvet on it. This is really pretty. Some more of these gold ones. It's pretty thin. Let's see, we got this pink, brown, green, red, more of these. These are really thin. This kind of, some gray. This is a nice texture to it. You can see it. And this like kind of leathery feeling, and then the sparkly one. Oh, I got a lot. I didn't realize I had so much. Oh my goodness, I have an issue. I have a problem with all this paper, but I'm really hoping during the summer when I'm on break from school that I really want to get into making paper. Next month, I'm hoping that We Are Memory Keepers is releasing, like they're having like a big paper cutter, like where you can just cut massive amounts of paper, making for like bookbinding and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out to make a lot of journals for the summer and books. So this again is that really, really heavy cardstock that I want to do for covers. And then we have this really nice pinkish kind of salmon paper with these threads going through it. I wish you could feel it, but such a nice texture. We got some of this brown paper. Let's see what we got. Here's a really thin white. Got this red. Some brown. It's almost like wrinkly blue. These all have kind of like fibers going through them. Here's one that has like kind of like, these are really nice. Another piece of the green. Focus. Here we have some more of, this is like a sparkly. It's really cool. This would be great for cards. So I got a few of these, like 5 of these. It's really thin brown. I would say that I'm not so much of a fan of this pink flowery paper, but it's different. This one's really cool. This is like a metallic. If you look, I don't know if the camera picks it up, it's got like flowers. The outside those purple dots are flowers. Here we have like this gold that's raised with these silver dots. It's really, really cool. Then just some black cardstock, some green strips, and then some of these. More of this green. Then it's like a leather kind of paper, and then our sparkly. So now we have, okay, I'll go quicker, the ones that have the same stuff. So this has the blue paper. This is like one of my favorite colors of blue, which is why I was kind of excited to get these. We have some of the grays. This one has couple blue, pink, more of the yellows that we've been seeing consistently, but they're like all different sizes. This also has this silver. And we have some of the smaller pieces, just some red, some of the blue. There's some silver. I'm just gonna kind of like, this has some of these, which is like a shiny metallic paper. And we have that gray, and then we have our sparkly one. All right, so we have our sparkle. This one has that gray kind of leather feel to it. Some of these green pieces we keep seeing. I have a lot of this paper in bigger sheets in the packs I had bought like a few weeks ago or last month. This is a nice one. We have this. This is almost like a glossy, just a glossy cardstock. It's not too glossy, but it has a little bit of a shine to it. This is an interesting one. It has this design on it. It's interesting. Some green. Let me see. This like gold. Like a gold sheen. Some of this green paper. We have a bunch of this red. A few sheets of this red. This is cool, and actually this is a great idea. I love this. This is sewn through. It almost looks like there's like a glue kind of, but this is like this awesome like sparkly thread, and it's literally stitched through. So I'm thinking of maybe trying this on my own and stitching, getting a cool kind of thread like that and stitching. And that's, I think this was like the reason I bought this pack, was because of this paper. Let's go through this. It's got some really thin, fibrous kind of paper. We have this pink, purple, pink. Another sheet that's kind of strange. And the black. More of this kind of fibrous or with the thread on it. And then this. So this video is going to be very long. I think if you're still with me watching this, you really like paper as much as I do. And, okay, and you can, so here we have the green, the silver, and as you can see, again, some of the themes. Here we have just these little, I wish they would do these in bigger sheets, but all these like kind of cool velvety papers. They're always like these tiny sheets. This is a really cool, it's like almost like a leather feel, if you can see that. Actually, there was a pack that I did not get that had a lot of this paper in it, but I didn't know what I would really do with it, so I didn't buy that pack. Now we have the gold foil, which I was interested in getting, again, for like sentiments. More of this gray paper. This one has a little red in it. You can see it's thin. And then our yellow kind of cardstock and textured, and our blue, and some of this gray. Here. Getting down to the last, I think, 4 packs. Alright, this one has some cool ones. There's a couple in here that I like, some that. Okay, so here we have blue sparkly with our kind of gray sheet. These are basically, I think these are just kind of plain, different colored, small sheets. Some pink. These, it's like a textured black. It's pretty cool feeling. I don't know if you can see the texture on here. So it's got a nice feel to it. Then this is regular black, some dark brown. Okay, what we have, let's see, we have some brown paper. Okay, well that's interesting. One of those thicker cardstocks. This is pretty thin brown. Have some red. Some very bright yellow. More of the red. Here's a nice pink. The pink here, it's kind of like, if you can see, it's embossed. This is shiny orangey color. This has that leather feel to it. You see it? A couple of these. I really like this pink. And the thick these. This pink has, it's almost like a square design kind of texture to it. You can see it. These are just kind of white. More with like the fibers. And I have this. It's weird how they're like yellow on one side, gray on the other side. I have a couple of these gray sheets. And then we have another one of these papers with the polka dots that we saw before, and then a black one this time with the dots. So we have sparkly with the gray. These are pretty basic, just solid colors. We have the gold, but one silver of the shiny paper, the foil, the gold foil. Here's those gray papers, the green. This has the gray, and then the yellow that we've been seeing. This one, we have this with the gray. Here's some different squares. This one has a lot of the little squares in it. We have this strip, spread. A lot of these kind of sparkly papers. This one's pretty neat. A few of these black ones. We have these little strips of pink, very thin pink paper. These are almost almost like a dryer sheet. Almost feels like a dryer sheet. These this gold paper, which is interesting how it's like right here it's like brown, but then it gets into the gold. And same thing. These are like just bright pink neon. Here's another one of these. Really, like I said, it feels almost like a dryer sheet. Some more of these gold, bronze, goldish. And we have a very thin. This one was interesting because it wasn't cut very well. Some gray, some red. Let's see what we got. All right, so here, probably one of the reasons I bought this pack was because it had these nice sheets with the gold in them. I had a few of these, couple pink ones. More of these with the gold in them. Let's see, so I had a good amount of these. Here's a black one. This is like a tissue, almost like a tissue paper. Same thing, this is got the fibers in it. This one's really see-through thin. This green paper is nice. See the different textures in it. Some of this white. We have this gray. This one's kind of cool. And some of these red. These are pretty thick. Alright, last two that I have. This one has a blue, like that blue leathery feel to it. Here we have some interesting texture, kind of pink paper. These little scraps. This one's kind of glittery. And this one has the gold foil. And we have the white. We have the brown, the gray sheets. We have this greenish color. Back to these blue papers. And again with these yellows. So after this, I will put them all together and see kind of what I have of each type of paper. I'll sort them out like how they were in the other video. And then this is my last pack on this haul. If you've made it this far. I don't know if anybody's made it this far. It's a lot of paper. Okay, so here we have, let's see, a green sparkle, the gray, this gray leathery kind of feel. Here's some red, little sheets. Oh, this glitter type paper with this velvet paper. This one's a pink, like kind of embossed. Here we have this gray paper, the green, and the blue. Yeah, it's a lot of paper. So this is my latest haul. I think it's a good deal if you're into paper and you're into making journaling and cards and, you know, any kind of stuff. I think, you know, the paper is a good deal. It's even, you know, it's $1.25 for a pack. So I've gone into like a Blick and I've seen like paper kind of packs of paper at Blick or other places and they want like $5-6 for them. So I guess that's why I'm kind of stocking up on these. And I just love paper. If you like paper and you like seeing all the different paper hauls, I have another video that I'm going to put up right after this that I actually already filmed, but again, I had the paper kind of grouped by category versus by the packs because I had put them together. So if you're interested, I will have that video as well linked. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.